It's time for an all-new Blitz here on Channel 4. I'm your host, Brian Carter, and for the first time ever, we're actually going to be on site here at Towns County High School, joined now at this time by head cross-country coach Jeannie Ledford. Jeannie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having us, Brian.
It's a pleasure. Now, as the cross-country season is winding down for both your squads, you ran recently at the Athens Academy meet over there, and I know you've run in some big meets and then in some smaller meets. Talk about the difference in approach that the girls take, especially going from running in a smaller meet to a bigger meet like at Athens Academy.
With the larger meet, you have the distribution factor kicking in, and that can help you or hurt you either way. But I always like for them to do the larger meets so they have that experience of being pushed through the trails in a pack and learning how to negotiate that pack and how to run as a team, getting through that many runners, and also having more runners to be able to compete against also works to their advantage.
Now let's go ahead and get this out of the way because the amount of success you've had here at Towns County High School is outstanding. Talk about your time here at Towns County High School and just your cross-country background and when you took over this program.
They allowed me when I first started teaching school here, half of a year in 99 to 2000, and I started actually with basketball and gently got phased in. I took over the girls program in 2001 with one team, and then we created middle school. So I took over full reign of middle school boys, girls, varsity boys, girls in 2002. And the first year that we competed with all of that pack, the girls missed it by one. And from then on, I have just had the blessing of having talented runners. And so the girls and the boys both made it from 03 to 04. And then from then on, the girls have made it every year except for one, and we missed it by 1 point that year. So it's been an exciting ride.
And I know you had told me before that you've had some of these girls that are running for you now that you've had since they were middle schoolers.
Yes. At one point I was doing middle school boys, girls, varsity boys, girls, and Young Harris boys, girls. So with that, I have had some of these runners since they were practically in 6th grade.
Wow, that is outstanding.
So I did retire from middle school and handed the reins off of those and have shifted from coaching at Young Harris. So now I just have the ability to focus just directly on my varsity team.
And that's only going to make things even better for you, just focusing on those teams. And let's look at your girls' squad right now. They're ranked number 1 in Class A in public school in the state of Georgia, which is unbelievable and just really exciting. What kind of excitement does that, kind of put within the team and also the community around here?
It's been our motivating factor. We have a very difficult schedule this year. We're blessed to be surrounded by talented coaches and teams right here, even our neighbors over in North Carolina. So we have made a difficult schedule close using their ability and their training techniques and their races. So actually the ranking has been what has kept us motivated because we have had a difficult season. So it's always refreshing to go in there and see how we compare with the new schools with the split that we will be put up against. So it's been motivating, and I think for the community, it's our little spark. It's always good to know that how their hard work is actually stacking up outside of just Towns County, how they compare through the state.
Let's look into that hard work. Talk about your girls' team, top to bottom, the group of girls that you have. I mean, you got to be excited about them. Just kind of talk about the talent that you have with those runners.
They are talented in every sense of the word, from cross-country to everything else they do. But as far as just focusing on cross-country, again, they are very close. These have been coming through the program and survived that program, and now they have culminated into varsity runners. We do have a couple of new additions, and so the veterans' experience is really showing up. They're seasoned in knowing how to survive this excruciatingly long season, and being on our campus with it being mostly asphalt, having to think outside the box for training techniques around here. But Ansley Vardaman is phenomenal as far as her leadership and her performance in the classroom out, her personality as far as how she interlaces through the team, but the depth that has come from a lot of youth on that team. I have one senior, and she's our photographer. So it's young leadership, and they push each other, and they really are a silent supporter. They're not very vocal, but you just see the spark in their eyes. And so from top to bottom, you always know that every day that they come to practice, they really work.
It's a lead by example type
They do.
thing. Now, with the success your program has had and the talented runners that you've talked about, what does the future hold for this cross-country program here at Towns County?
Every year is a discovery. I think perseverance of no matter what. Nobody ever said cross country was going to be easy. It's not an easy sport, but they did say, and it's what I always tell mine, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. So the thing with cross country, you run 3.1 miles. If you come in first, you come in last. So perseverance is a big thing, is continuing to educate kids on there is a right and a wrong way to run, and that this sport is a mental sport, and it does take a specific type of athlete to be able to do this. So we recruit out of PE. We're fortunate to be able to have that inlay there. So, but every year's a discovery. You never know what you're going to get whenever it comes to cross-country season.
Well, Jeannie, thank you so much for your time here on Blitz. We always appreciate it, and it was good to finally actually make the trip out here. And, you know, beautiful drive out here, a beautiful campus you have, and congratulations on a great season.
Thank you for having us.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to have two of Jeannie's runners on here, juniors Caitlin Sheffield and Ansley Vardaman, next on Blitz.